Hey there YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 with another pickup video. This time just coming back from my comic run. So we have, all the comic books that were waiting for me this month. So like always, you know how much I love comic books, so I wanted to share it with you. So let's get started. First off, I got this freebie. It's the preview book for the Avenging Spider-Man. New Spider-Man book, yay! Bad enough they got Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man going 3 times a month, but this one looks interesting since it's going to be drawn by Joe Madureira. Don't know how long he's going to be able to do a monthly book, but his artwork's actually still pretty awesome. So I might pick up the first issue just to check it out, but I don't want to add another series to the collection. But I'll give it a check out. Also got this graphic novel preview book. It's gonna be like a 4 graphic novels with origin stories for Spider-Man, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, and Daredevil. So, yeah. Okay, we got Action Comics issue 2. Superman is being tested by the government, and he finds the spaceship that brought him to Earth. So I'm guessing in this new universe, the Kents don't factor in on Superman's story. But I still don't understand why it's $3.99 when all the other books are $2.99. Uh, I don't know. I'm not really liking this Superman book. I might give it a few more issues before I decide to drop it, but let's see. Picked up Amazing Spider-Man issue 671 with a really awesome Mary Jane cover there. In this last issue, Mary Jane finally developed her spider powers. So everyone's trying to cure the people of New York, stop the Spider Queen, and everything. But now Mary Jane's actually helping out Peter fight off the spiders. And the whole thing ends in Amazing Spider-Man issue 672. By this issue, Kane is brought back. So now we got 2 Spider-Mans jumping around. And they stop the Spider Queen. They cure everyone in New York. They cure Captain America. So everything seems to be done. But next issue is going to be an epilogue, and I'm interested to see what they're going to do there. But really good issue. Love the artwork by Humberto Ramos, and the storyline by Dan Slott is pretty awesome. So good issue. Picked up Venom issue 8. This ties into Spider Island. And it's got Flash Thompson trying to fight and save Steve Rogers. Also has a tussle with the Spider Queen. Really good. I like the way that Venom crossed over into Spider Island. You don't. I just really like what they're doing with Flash Thompson and the Venom suit. So another really good issue. Picked up Astonishing X-Men issue 43 with an awesome Emma Frost cover. Whoa. I thought the series was actually gonna get canceled, but apparently it's gonna be it's still gonna be stories about the X-Men. This issue, Emma Frost is trying to help Danger fulfill her, her threat on offing Xavier. But really good artwork, and like I said, the cover, really awesome. Picked up the last issue of Fear Itself. Well, I thought it was the last issue, but the issue 7 of Fear Itself. The heroes finally take the fight to the Fear God, and it ends in a way that I didn't see coming. But it's not over because they're gonna release Fear Itself 7.1, 7.2, and 7.3. So we still got Fear Itself for a while. But this is kind of late, so I'm gonna give you a quick spoiler alert. Thor dies at the end of the issue, but he's from Asgard. Those Asgardian guys die and they come back a few issues later, so I don't think that's going to be permanent. Picked up issue 7 of Fear Itself, The Homefront, concluding this book of mini stories revolving around the Fear Itself event. Might have mentioned before, some stories are really awesome and the artwork is really badass, so good mini. Picked up Batman issue 2. New secret societies being revealed. The Society of Owls, which tried to frame Dick Grayson prior issue. Like where the storyline is going. The artwork by Greg Capullo is pretty awesome. So definitely really happy with Batman. Also picked up Batman and Robin issue 2. Bruce Wayne is still trying to, figure out a way to deal with Damian. He's not used to being a parent, and he sees that there's something kind of wrong with Damian, but he's trying his best. Also, really liking this. Peter J. Tomasi and Patrick Gleason are doing good job. So, another really happy with another good book from DC. Also picked up issue 2 of Detective Comics. This is getting weird. There's this guy that's going around chopping off people and then putting parts of their skin into other people. So it's kind of weird. I don't know. I think I'll conclude the storyline and also decide if I keep picking up Detective because out of the 3 Batman books, I think this is my least favorite, but we'll see. Picked up FF issue 10. The big war with the Inhumans ended, and now they're dealing with the after effects. How one of the Reeds took control of Doom, and how Reed is trying to reconnect with his wife, and so on. Spider-Man's trying to cheer up Ben Grimm. Interesting book. And then it continues with FF issue 11. The Kree kidnap 2 of the alternate universe Reeds and use them as basically materials to create the supreme intelligence of the Kree. So that's interesting. But I'm really upset with FF because they canceled Fantastic Four. So this was going to be like, the next series. What Marvel's going to do now is that they're going to launch FF 12, but it's going to be exclusively with the Future Foundation. And then they're going to re-release Fantastic Four with the 600th issue. So there's going to be 2 issues coming out next month. So I think I'm going to drop FF and I'm going to keep buying Fantastic Four. But I don't get it. I mean, it's really dumb. But oh well, I'm not a Marvel executive. What do I know, right? Picked up Green Lantern issue 2. Sinestro goes looking for Hal Jordan. And he promises him that he's going to give him a ring if basically he just follows his orders. Hal Jordan agrees because he can't live without the power of the ring. And first order of business for Hal Jordan and Sinestro is that they're going to go fight the Sinestro Corps. So another really good book by DC. Also picked up issue 1 of Green Lantern, The New Guardians. I wasn't sure if I wanted to pick this one up. But I like the concept of the colors, all the rings and corps in the emotional spectrum, so I decided to pick it up. Focuses entirely on Carl Reiner. Out of the blue, a ring from each corpse comes after him. So, of course, each member of the corpse wants to figure out what's going on. And the storyline continues in issue 2, where they have a big battle. Kyle Rayner travels to Oa, and all of a sudden, all the rings, fuse with him, and they create like the ultimate lantern. So, really happy I picked up New Guardians. It's looking to be really interesting. Picked up Superman number 2. Nothing big happens here. Just Superman fights against this invisible creature. And he defeats him because he sees that although he doesn't appear with, he can't see him, he ends up being able to see him in cameras, which is kind of weird, but oh well. Also, not so good Superman book. Picked up Justice League issue 2, featuring the big battle between Superman, Green Lantern, and Batman. They bring in the Flash into this, and Darkseid's invasion starts. So the artwork, Jim Lee, really cool. The storyline's still picking up, but just by the artwork alone, definitely worth the pickup. Picked up Simpsons Comics issue 183. Love the Simpsons. In this issue, Comic Book Guy has like a dream sequence where Springfield is like Sunnydale from the Archie Comics books. So I thought that was interesting. They actually got an artist from the Archie Comics book to do this, so that gave it an extra flavor. Really good issue. Picked up Swamp Thing #2. Much better than the first issue. They actually get things rolling, and the Swamp Thing has a conversation with Alec Holland, basically saying that the Green needs him, but he's still not sure. So way better than the first issue. Picked up X-Men Legacy 257. Rogue's team is still stuck in space. The Friendless, who's this psychic type of creature, is trying to destroy a space station where everyone is in, and they're being pulled into the sun. Suffice it to say, things don't look good for Rogue's team, but the previews for the next issues are gonna come out, so I think they'll make it out alive. Picked up issue 5 of X-Men Schism, featuring a battle royale between Cyclops and Wolverine. Basically, Wolverine thinks that Cyclops is doing bad by the kids, so he splits off and he takes a bunch of the younger X-Men back to New York. And Cyclops is left in Utopia, basically still thinking like a military man, so yeah. And the epilogue happens in X-Men Regenesis. Basically, the battle lines are drawn. Some people go with Wolverine, some people go with Cyclops. So yeah, everything happens in like a dream sequence with Wolverine fighting Cyclops, which is kind of weird, but they set up the books relatively okay. Then we have Uncanny X-Men issue 544, the final issue of Uncanny X-Men, Volume 1. Cyclops reminisces about the past, how the X-Men started, and how it's being split up. So, yeah. Picked up Wolverine issue 17, also dealing with the aftermath of Schism. Wolverine decides to leave San Francisco because he has his fallout with Cyclops. Good issue. And we have the first issue of Wolverine and the X-Men. Wolverine opens up the School for Gifted Youngsters, calling it the Jean Grey School for the Gifted. And all the young X-Men, he's gonna start teaching them again, like Professor Xavier did when the school started. But Wolverine is the headmaster, and Kitty Pryde is the headmistress, and they're basically gonna start teaching all the kids, school, not just how to be soldiers, like what Cyclops is doing. Love the artwork. Chris Bachalo, awesome artwork as always. Sorry about the lighting, but it's actually starting to rain, so that's why I have poor lighting here. But really good issue, really interested in seeing what they do. Don't feel that you should have so many X-Men books, but, still a good read. And picked up issue 2 of Wonder Woman. The gods are really. Zeus is missing, and Hera, Queen of the Gods, is really upset that Zeus, goes around sleeping with a bunch of mortal women and getting them pregnant and stuff. So he basically wants to kill the newest lady that got pregnant by Zeus. And they kind of hint that a Wonder Woman now in this new universe is the daughter of Zeus, which is, I think, kind of weird. But still, really good read. Really liking Wonder Woman. Hope he keeps up getting better. So, yeah. So yeah, that was the comic book pickup. Not a lot of books because I am trying to cut back, but still really good reads. Like always, I like to recommend the standout books that I think. I'm gonna recommend X-Men Schism just because it has a really awesome battle between Cyclops and Wolverine, and I'm also gonna recommend Simpson Comics. If you ever read an Archie book, you might get a laugh out of this. So yeah, those are my two recommendations for the month. Like always, I thanks so much for watching, guys. Until I see you again, this is Vargas XX78, signing off.